Hi there, I'm Full Screen Ben, and welcome to August Wrap Up. Yep, it's September 1st, another month is over. We're doing another one of these videos where I go through what I've managed to pick up, physical version and digital. I've got some digital this month. And I go through my trophy list and we'll see how I'm going on my Cobbled Street to 85%. Spoiler alert, it's not great. I just said spoiler alert, but never mind. Spoiler alert, it's not great. And then at the end, of course, I will go through my patrons and new patrons and members, and you're not letting up, are you? Right, let's get on with this. So first thing we're going to do is go through my pickups, what I managed to get this month. Yeah, some interesting ones. Yes, yeah, that was a weird voice to do. Anyway, first off, I'm going to go through digital. Actually, I've got some digital ones. So I'm not opposed to digital games at all. What I'm opposed to is digital-only future. Obviously, I collect physical. Whenever I can, physical. But if digital is kind of the only option, I really don't mind. I mean, I use Netflix all the time. Right, Escape Plan, the collection. I've had Escape Plan for a long while. I've played it, I got through to the 100%, but there's like 3 DLC packs, and they've been not particularly pricey, but they've never really been on offer, and I noticed that the like collection version was on offer. Usually you can't buy a collection if you already own the game, but I was able to buy it, which I thought was weird. Anyway, Escape Plan is quite a good little puzzle game. It can test your patience. The controls are a bit janky. I think it was made originally for the Vita. It is for the Vita as well. I think it was on there first, and it kind of shows you use the touchpad a lot. Yeah, it's not bad. It's quite a good little one. So I just want to finish the DLC off on that, so that's why I've got that. Next is Battlefield 1, the Revolution version. This was all on the current sale, or actually it won't be current, it will change today. Battlefield 1 Revolution. I like Battlefield 1, it was probably the last one I've played. Yes, it was the last one I've played. The DLC, I've been waiting for it, and this Revolution version, apparently, it said on the thing that it comes with a season pass, so I'm going to be doing some of that slowly, do the online with the... it doesn't look too bad, it's just kind of a lot of kills, and you know what you expect really. Kills with this, kills with that, do this, do that, you know, the usual type of stuff. So Battlefield 1 DLC is something I'm going to be doing soon, so if anyone wants to help with that, let me know. Next is Thimbleweed Park. Now there is a physical version of Thimbleweed Park. It was recommended to me a while ago. I think the only physical version is a limited run one, so I don't have that. It's getting pretty pricey. It's like £80-90 now, I think. Thimbleweed Park is kind of, I suppose it is a point and click. I've not played it yet, but from what I've seen, it looks like a point and click. What you play as basically is Mulder and Scully. And that's kind of all I know. It's not Mulder and Scully, it's nothing to do with the X-Files, but they look exactly like them. It looks like a lot of in-jokes and Easter eggs and things like that, so it does look quite good. It looks quite funny as well, so I will be playing that. So I can't remember who recommended it, but I think a few of you have, so thank you. Another recommendation is Tesla versus Lovecraft. This was in the sale as well. It was quite cheap. Very cheap, in fact. I didn't know what to expect from that. The title, Tesla versus Lovecraft. What do you expect from that? It's probably not a twin-stick shooter, but that's what we've got. So I think you basically play as Tesla, and you're defeating the Lovecraftian creatures, so Cthulhu and all that type of thing. It does look quite good. I love twin-stick shooters, so hopefully this one's a good one. I'll probably stream it at some point, to be honest. One I did buy for streaming was Jazzpunk. Apparently a hilarious game, and from what I've seen trailer-wise, it does look that way, so that's definitely going to be a stream. And then finally, now this has a physical release as well, but I think only in mainland Europe, as I don't think we got it here, is Metagal, which I believe is a Ratalaika. I want to say Ratalaika. I know, right? An actual good Ratalaika game, I believe. Don't quote me on that, I should have looked it up, but I've just kind of popped into my head there. Yeah, there is a physical version. It's not too easy to get hold of, but this was like £1 or something like that. So I've heard it's very good. Kind of a female version of Mega Man. So yeah, I love me some Mega Man. So yeah, seems quite simple as well. And then on to physical. So that was just digital stuff. So what we don't get around where I live often is I go on Facebook Marketplace every day or so. Let's see what there is. There is usually nothing or very overpriced crap on there, to be honest. But occasionally, just very occasionally, you'll get that one lot that is like a bunch of PS3 or PS4 games. It's very rare now. People kind of know what their games are worth, so it's quite rare. But I've got some Vita games, surprisingly. So I got, what do we got here? So we got this, this apparently isn't very good. I've looked it up. I didn't know anything about it. Is it Sumioni? Yeah, it's actually the, I think it's the Japanese version of it as well. It's still sealed. Graphically, it looks like, you'll probably see it on the screen as I'm saying this, it looks like Okami, which definitely has me interested, but apparently it's not a very good game. But I wasn't going for this with the lot. What I was actually going for was this, so I didn't pay much for the lot at all. Epic Mickey 2, The Power of 2 on the Vita, which apparently, well, from my research, is going up in price and is kind of hard to get hold of. And I did not pay a lot for these. I actually got a fourth game. There's 3 here. I sent the fourth one to someone. You know who you are. Yeah, it weirdly has a collection. The collection was like Japanese, and then it's a couple of European, and then an American one. Yeah, Epic Mickey. I would like to play that one soon. And then finally is Assassin's Creed Liberation 3. Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation. I've never played it. Obviously, this is the Vita equivalent of Assassin's Creed 3. It's on the PS4 now. It comes with a season pass and things like that. No, it comes with Assassin's Creed 3, doesn't it? It comes with Assassin's Creed 3 on the PS4, and then the Assassin's Creed 3 comes with the season pass of Origins, I believe, or is it Odyssey? It comes with one of those. I'm definitely interested in playing this. I've heard it's not the best, but it's different, which I like. A female protagonist, which is also good. So I will be trying that one with the Vita eventually. Another stack, so I got lucky twice in 1 month. Next is PS3 games, so I've actually got stuff in order. It's all PS3 now. These are all from the same person. I didn't pay much at all for these. So Borderlands Game of the Year Edition. I've got Borderlands 1 and 2, and I don't have the Game of the Year Edition for 1, so that's good to get. When I do buy a lot of games from one person, they don't usually have much that I need. Usually I'm just kind of turning them around for not necessarily profit, but I'll cash them in, and maybe there's 1 or 2 that I'll need, and then yeah, usually they don't know what they've got, so that's why. Yeah, like 1 or 2, but this one we've got quite a few that I actually needed, and some of them I didn't realise I actually didn't have in the collection. Lego Movie video game. I actually really enjoyed this. Is one of the best Lego video games, to be honest. From what I remember of playing it, maybe it was just kind of getting back into the Lego as the film came out. Got back into Lego because my son got a few sets, so it was pretty good playing that at the time. Next is Lego Batman 3, Beyond Gotham. I have this on the Vita, I think. I didn't have it on the PS3, which I didn't realise. That means I've got all of the Batmans on PS3 now. Speaking of Mans, we have Spider-Man's 2, so the second one. I've got this on PS4 already. I haven't played this one. I've played the first one. Somebody asked me about this on stream the other day. I haven't played this one at all, so I will play. I can't imagine it being the best. It looks quite good graphically. On the back here as well. I'm looking at the back. You're probably seeing the trailer right now. Graphically, it looks quite good on the back here. But I've actually been looking for Shattered Dimensions. That'll be the next Spider-Man game I play, after the recommendations I've been hearing about that. Next is Splinter Cell Blacklist. I've not played a Splinter Cell game since Splinter Cell, like 1. I've not played. I'm not big into the series. I know a lot of people are and want a new one. But this is one of the many PS3 ones that I don't have. I think this might actually be my first or second Splinter Cell on PS3. I don't have many of them, so it's pretty good to get hold of. Stumbling over my words. Far Cry 4, didn't realise I didn't have it, but now I do. Limited edition. I think the only version I've ever seen is the limited edition. So I always forget this was on the PS3. This was kind of as it crossed over, wasn't it? Metro Last Light. Didn't realise I didn't have that on the PS3. Now I do. I always thought I had that. So again, limited edition. Nice clean copies as well. That's the most important thing when you get these. Nice clean cases, clean discs, no fingerprints, although that's easy to get rid of. Next is Murdered Soul Suspect. This is a game that a lot of people have played. I don't remember much about it. People say they liked it from what they remember. I really genuinely do not remember much about this game. It was very dark a lot of the time. That's what I remember from that game. But I didn't have it on the PS3, which I thought I did. Again, another one that I thought I had. So yeah, that was quite a lot that was all from the same person. Obviously, there's quite a lot of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, probably about 25 or so that I did already have, but I will cash those in for credit and get something else from probably CEX, to be honest. Yeah, and that's kind of paid for it already, so yeah, there you go. That's how I get some of my games, if you didn't realise. Next is Bendy and the Ink Machine. So actually these next 3 I got in, as much as I hate Game for their pricing, it's horrible, it's so overpriced there. It's really, really bad. Their used games have got really good recently with regards to the PS4. They don't have PS3 anymore. They haven't had for years. They do a 3 for 2 offer that's always on used games. And sometimes you can find some really good ones. And I got these 3 in 3 for 2, so I'll go through them individually. So we've got Bendy and the Ink Machine, which is, I didn't realise it was a horror game. I thought it was kind of a comedy type game. I didn't actually know much about it, but it's going up in price. It's kind of rare-ish. It's not the game you'll see very often. That, Modern Warfare, which I didn't have, horrible cut at the top. I hate it when the covers are scuffed, but there you go. Modern Warfare, I haven't had this since I did my videos, and I might actually fill in that last 2%, who knows. And then Gang Beasts, which is getting up there price-wise, ish. It's creeping up slowly. All of those for £10 each, so 30 quid for the lot, which is quite good. So it's 3 for 2 was £15 each, so we take one off, 30 quid. I think that's a good price for those. I mean, Call of Duty, you can pay £20 for that alone, easily. So yeah, I thought that was quite good. Gang Beasts is definitely an interesting. It's a multiplayer-ish game, isn't it? It's not ish at all. It's multiplayer, like full on. I think you can do it couch co-op, so I might actually try that out couch wise. Hopefully you can. Let's have a look. 1 to 4, 2 to 8. Yeah, I think you can, can't you? Oh, that's good. I'll play that with my son. Next is Moss. So I think these next 3 were 3 for 2 as well. So Moss, I know we got it on the PlayStation Collection, the PS Plus Collection, or whatever it was. Was it Days of Play? I think it might have been Days of Play. Either way, we got it. But I paid £16 for all 3 of the next ones. So yeah, it's not much at all. So Moss, didn't have that one, so glad to have that one. Sniper Elite V2 Remastered. This is the only Sniper Elite I've ever played. This has all the DLC on it, obviously the PS4 version. This is the only one I've ever played, and I want to play it again. So it is actually 4K resolution apparently as well. So seeing Hitler's head explode in 4K, that could be quite interesting. So yeah, I look forward to playing that one soon actually. And then next we have Cinemora EX, which is a shmup. And I do like them. They're very addictive, but they're also very, very difficult. Apparently this one is a very, very good one. I think we got it on PS Plus years ago, like 2014 I think. Maybe even, yeah, as kind of the PS3 was kind of just coming out, if I remember rightly. Might have not have been on the PS4. Yeah, I want to play it. It's going to be difficult, but you'll see when I get to the next section about the trophy list. I'll go through kind of what I'm thinking, my mentality there. Next is Kaze and the Wild Masks. This is a game I did not know of. Somebody mentioned it on stream, Kaze and the Wild Masks there. The reason I've got this is brand new, still sealed, as you can see, it's reflecting all over the place, is it's a Sodesco title. Now, Sodesco titles are usually not the best, but they disappear very quickly. They seem to only have kind of a limited run, without obviously advertising limited run. They have a limited run. They seem to disappear quite quickly and become quite scarce. So I got that while it's out and about and you can buy it quite freely. Apparently it's good, so we'll see. It's 2D platform, I think, so it doesn't look the best on the back, but there you go. It's a collection one, that one, it really is. Next we have 2 Telltale games. It's been a long while since I did a Telltale. The Walking Dead Season 2. I will get the collections eventually, but because I'm collecting all for the PS4, I will get the individual ones as well. So there's 2 collections, I think, of all of them. Correct me if I'm wrong. But then obviously you have the individual ones as well. So this is Season 2, the one without the Platinum. And then probably the best, arguably the best, is The Wolf Among Us on a PS4. I have it on PS3. I haven't played it on the PS4 yet. So I do get to play this again, which is really, really good. It's been a long while since I played one of these. It'll be nice just to kind of sit down and not have to actually play anything. Nothing strenuous at all. Next we have Yakuza 6. Apparently this series is good. There's this guy who keeps going on about them. Yeah, it looks okay. Yeah, I mean Yakuza 6, Yakuza 6. I will play them. I want to play them. This is one of the top series I want to play. I did start, obviously, on the stream. I did Zero. No, I didn't. I did Kwame. See, I'm getting mixed up already. I did that, and I really did like it. I like the characters and the way, I don't know, it just feels like immersive. That's kind of the word I'm thinking of. It feels that way, and I really want to play them, but to get through the series, it's hundreds of hours, which I just don't have, unfortunately. So, yeah. I need to figure a way of how to start them, basically. But I get a feeling that once I do, they're just going to kind of suck me in, and I don't want to play anything else, which is, I kind of have to. Next is Overcooked and Overcooked 2, brand new. This was really cheap in game, surprisingly. I think it was like £7 brand new, which is odd. I go on about game prices, but sometimes they just drop weirdly low. Yeah, Overcooked, and I think, as I'm recording this, the announcement for PlayStation Plus will happen in about 3 hours. Yes, about 3 hours. Apparently we're getting Overcooked for the PS5, so we'll see. Let's see if I was right, I didn't predict it. Let's see if the prediction or leak was right. Yeah, Overcooked, I promised an Overcooked stream at some point. You know, the whole food talk we do on the stream, so, oops, not the mic. I'll play it. It's a co-op, so might need some of you to help. Next is something I do quite often, this is the Marvel Collection. So, the DLC or the Season Pass for, I think it was Superheroes 2 was on the store, it was on offer. And whenever I see a Season Pass on offer, it will remind me that I need to get it because I have the game. I need to get the Season Pass, so it goes on offer, so I won't get it. And then I looked, I thought, oh, I'll get the DLC while it's on offer. And then I realised I don't actually have the game. And then I thought, oh, is there actually a collection? Because the DC Villains was as well. That was on offer. And then I looked up this, and this is the collection. It has all the Season Pass for all 3 of them. So it's Marvel Superheroes, Marvel Avengers, and Superheroes 2, plus all Season Pass content on one disc. That is just beautiful. That is how all collections and Game of the Year editions should be. That's a thing of beauty right there. That will be there forever. God, I'm sad. Yeah, so I got that. It was brand new. Get it while it's relatively cheap still. Next, we have a game which is American. I think I had to import this one. Did I import this one? I did. I must have done. Yeah, Amazon USA. I got this off actually. So it's Deracine. If you might just see just a little writing down there. That's no, you can't really see it. Anyway, you can see Japan Studio. You can make that out. It's a From Software game. It's a VR From Software game called Deracine. I hope I'm pronouncing it that right. But as you'll see from the trailer playing, it looks nothing like a From Software game at all. But it looks really good, and I've been looking for a reason to get that VR. It's hooked up again. I don't know. VR. It's great when you're doing it, but just the thought of all the wires and the just messing around, and I've got added messing around because I have to remove my my capture card from the loop and all this, and I just don't like messing around with wires and stuff. But if there's one game, one developer that's going to make me play a VR game, it's going to be From Software. Now, it's not an action RPG title, anything like that. It's kind of a ghost story looking thing. So that's kind of all I know about it. And I want to go in that way as well. Obviously, you'll see the trailer, but apart from that, it just looks like a kind of ghost story. They know how to build worlds and things like that. So, yeah, should be good. And finally this month is a game. It's a game, all right. It's a terrible game, and it's called Agony. It's a notoriously terrible game. You'll think, why the hell have I got this? Obviously, I'm going for a full collection eventually, or just eventually. It's kind of, if we'll ever get there, I doubt it. But games that go up in value the most from my experience, are really, really terrible games. Like, terrible games. And there's one reason for that. Nobody buys them. So, if a game like Agony, which is really, really bad, they'll stop printing it. They'll be like, I don't know, they'll put a number on it, several thousand in the world because nobody ever bought it. And then they'll disappear. It happened to Godzilla, so hopefully it happens to this. And I banged the mic twice now. I think I've got it too close today. Yeah, that's it pickup-wise. So, not too bad. Some interesting ones. I like the interesting games. You know, I could just go get all the Call of Duties, and that's not interesting, is it? Yeah, so let's have a look at the Cobbled Road to 85%. Let's just say this is going to be the bulk of the video of what you've just seen. There is not too much to talk about on the trophy list this week, or this month, unfortunately. So let's have a look. So here we go, trophy list time. This was a terrible month for two reasons. I'll get into both of them. Yeah, I'll go as we go. I'm not going to just go rattle them off. So one of the main reasons is games like Ghost of Tsushima. So finally I managed to get 100%. So thank you to Rock and to Finley and to Phantom for helping me along the way with this. We finally got Legends mode done. I've done New Game Plus, and then it must have been a day or two. I'm not actually sure. You can check it here. Where are we? August 2nd. When they announced and released, they didn't announce it, they announced it beforehand, but they released the update. So they got that Iki Island story, we got the Iki Island exploration, and then nobody's got Legends Arrivals yet. But they added all that, so it was 100% for like a day or so, maybe 3 at the most. But and that is one of the main problems with this month, is games getting DLC that have no right getting DLC for a start. Like, I'm just going to scroll down, so these are older games here. So obviously Human Fall Flat did it recently, and then where is it? Yeah, there it is. Maneater of all games got DLC. I mean, come on, you're wrecking my percentage here. I think Immortals or Assassin's Creed, no, Watch Dogs got a new bit of free DLC on it, and there's just games getting DLC all over the place. I think there's actually another one coming up as well. No, there's not. It's just wrecking my percentage. It's really terrible, but I will soldier on. But it's fighting an uphill. I suppose that's why Cobbled Street. That's why I named it Cobbled Street, because it's an up and down process. Prince of Persia on the PS3. How many years? 11 years, 10 months. Should have waited 2 months. Prince of Persia on the PS3 is nothing like you would expect it to be. That rhymed. How awesome am I? That was terrible, sorry. Yeah, so we've got the epilogue. Had to pay full price. I never owned it originally. It's quite free DLC on PS3. It was not the cheapest, but I wanted to get it done. I just wanted to go back, and I loved the game. I really did enjoy the game. There was a lot of collectibles and things, but I really did enjoy the game the first time I played it back in 2009. It was one of my very, very early platinums. I liked it, and then I don't remember much about it with regards to how it played, and it doesn't, like, the combat is not really combat. It's almost like a rhythm game. There is no swinging the sword. Well, there is kind of, but you're kind of pushing. It's like a tug of war is probably the best way to explain it. It's almost like a game of tug of war. You want to knock the person off the edge as opposed to actually kill them. Yeah, it was quite good. It took a while to get back into it, that's for sure, with its old control scheme. But yeah, I do like it. It's Nolan North, which is weird. Hearing him as, I don't think it's a good casting choice. It just didn't sound right. It sounded too much like Nolan North. The Vanishing of Ethan Carter. This was Tommy Gunn. He said he played this recently and it was good, and it is beautiful. Beautiful walking sim. Probably one of the best. I mean, look at that. One of the best walking sims I've played, with the mystery going on there. There's lots of, I don't want to go too far down, but I did 100%. There's no platinum on it. That's another thing. I didn't actually get platinum until the very final day of this month, which you will see later on. I don't mind going 100%. I'm not going to I did it for a long while, not play a game because it didn't have a platinum, and I hate I hate that I did that. The main one was probably Hitman, that series. I completely breezed over that because it didn't have platinum, and I wish I had. There's another one, another prediction for this month. So 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever it was, 3 hours. We'll see if that's right as well. Hitman 2. Next is Magic: The Gathering Jewels of the Planeswalkers. You might think, what the hell is this? This is a card game I play still occasionally. I used to play it a lot. I used to play on a national level. And I played this on the PS3 way back, and I picked the DLC up recently. Now, if anybody is out there who plays, I need 2 people who plays at least one. So 2 would be nice because we need to do this one as well. If anybody out there has Magic 2012 Jewels of the Planeswalker, wants to help me out with these, then please. I mean, the game is dead. It's nearly a 10-year-old game that nobody knows. So yeah, please. And then I went and bought, because I enjoyed it so much playing the old Magic with the old overpowered cards that cost a fortune in real life. I went and purchased, plus the DLC, Magic 2014, because I looked at the trophy list and saw that there's only one multiplayer trophy. It's for winning a multiplayer game. Again, if you have it, please help me out. Nobody plays this, although some people are playing it here. Nobody's got on the boosting list on these sites. Nobody's on there. And I messaged a couple of people and they didn't reply, so maybe they got the trophies, I don't know. But please, help me out. I'd appreciate it. And then finally, because I know, finally, right? This is all I've done. I've been Dark Souls 3 all month. Finally, Control. I streamed it last week as I'm recording this for 505. And yeah, I just had to finish it. I got back into the game fully, and it's so good. And completing the complete edition, I had the complete edition for the game. I forget what it's called. I should probably know it. The Ultimate Edition. You get all the DLC with it, and it makes the platinum a lot easier, a lot more straightforward, because you can just kind of just carry on, do the story, and then carry on into the DLC, and it adds stuff that you need for the main game within the DLC. So you need to find certain secret areas or collectibles and things like that. You just pick the ones up in the DLC, and they all count towards it. So it's made the platinum a lot easier. So I did it quite quickly there, and that is the only platinum I got this month. I had to rush it. It was, let me have a look, let me see, let me have a quick look here. What time are we on? So, 8:46 PM is when I got the platinum. So that was cutting it close before the end of the month there, on the 31st of August. And that's it, unfortunately. Like I said, it's games getting DLC that have no right. Well, I mean, they have right to get DLC. But it's just, Ghost of Tsushima got some. Like I said, Man-Eater got some, Watch Dogs got a little bit of free DLC, so all of these ones, there was another one that had no right getting DLC, I'm sure. Oh, of course, it was Mortal Shell. I streamed it, well, I couldn't remember that. So Mortal Shell got DLC as well, and I don't like it. I don't like the DLC for Mortal Shell. It just asks too much, and I don't want to play the game in that way. You know, everything, it's like everything has to be a roguelike now. It's kind of getting that way. It feels like it, and it's roguelike DLC. I'm not the biggest fan of roguelike to start with. I do like them, but they're always so long and so grindy and farming and do this and do that, and they're always, and obviously gets quite repetitive after a while. So unfortunately, I'm probably never going to finish that on Mortal Shell. I might try it, but I think I deleted the game, so not anytime soon. And then my percentage, 80.92, so I couldn't even get, I was nearly at 81. But then the DLCs dropped on these games, and it just wrecks it. So my other thing is, after doing this for quite a while now, I kind of just miss playing games, you know? There's certain games I just want to play, not necessarily worry about my percentage. Which is a struggle, because I have to do it for this. Now I still want to clean it up 100%, that's what I want to do. But I can't add new games. Like, I want to play, not Theme Hospital, you know, the hospital game. It's my childhood, that game. I want to put that on, but it has so much DLC, it's just going to wreck my percentage. It's going to take months to get through it. There's a few others I just want to play, you know, sort of games and things like that. So it feels a bit restrictive, so see what I'm doing, but this is an ongoing series. So I don't want to get rid of the Cobbled Street to 85%. I don't want to get rid of that, but I may kind of restructure it slightly. I don't know, because if I add 2 or 3 games that I want to play and have no intention of finishing soon, like another one was Hades. I was going about roguelites, but that was actually quite a good one. I want to add that, but it's 70 hours. I'm not going to finish it anytime soon. but I want to work on it, you know, and it's going to wreck the percentage. So we'll see. I think I'm just going to have to take the hit and go back down for a bit to come back up. You're obviously trying to finish off older games as well. Warframe, wow, that's asking a lot as well. Anyway, I'm going on. Let's wrap this up. So, not the best of months with regards to trophies themselves. Pickups was great though. So, let's go and see what the patrons and members have been up to. There really wasn't much to talk about there, was there? That was really bad. Yeah, I'll blame it on Dark Souls 3. Okay, most important part of the month. New patrons, new members. I mean, wow. I think one of these is just going to, like there'll be one person. That'd be great still. But it's not happened yet. This month is not the month. So we have VL, who is a gold member. I've just got your name down as VL. Then we have Roxy Lens, who was a member at the end of last month, but then upgraded this month. So Roxy, thank you. And VL, of course, thank you. Finley Chesterfield, member, thank you. You've been around for a while as well. OME 2020 is gold. Now, I say OME 2020. You'll see at the end of the video, their name is the Arabic looking name. I can't say that, but this is how their name kind of came through. So I apologize, I can't pronounce that. So thank you. Rod Gottfried, I think you were on as I was recording. I did mention you last month. I feel like I did. If not, I put you on here anyway. I think I did last month. You were, as I was recording, maybe even the day, so thank you for being a gold patron. Members, all the rest are members now, so we've got Mark Evans, thank you. Scott Greenleaf. Mr. Quincy is a re-up, has kind of just appeared at the top of the list again. And you are 1 month away from a year, so thank you. I haven't seen you around for a long while, and you're still doing it every month, so I really appreciate that. Game with Alan. We all know Alan. We all know and love Alan Blood, so thank you, Alan. You're back at the top again. New ones, we've got Thomas Preston, Nacho Dan's Gaming, thank you both of you. Luke Ashton, thanks Luke. Cristiano Zeni, hopefully I'm saying that right, it's Cristiano, thank you. And then we've got two more at the top of the list. I think this was today or yesterday. We've got Valkraz, thank you, man. I think you're doubled up as well, aren't you? So thank you. And then Frosty, who is also getting up there month-wise. You have appeared at the top of the list again, so I always do that shout out. If you appear at the top of the list, I'll mention your name again. So Frosty and Valkraz, thank you both of you. And yeah, that's a lot of names. That's ridiculous. That's just 1 month. Plus, obviously, all of you who are sticking around month by month by month. And of course, I want to give a shout out to Thomas Madsen, Tommy Gunn, who is the first person to be a member for a year. So you have the little crown on your icon now. So thank you. Unbelievable. Yeah, that's it for this month. That's August done. It's getting cooler now, which I really like. That's the best part of it. Getting into September, October, November, they're the best months of the year, personally. All the game releases come out, the trees look beautiful, and it's cooling down, so best months of the year. What's coming out? Kena. I said it right. Let's see what I managed to get next month. So hopefully it's better than this month with regards to gameplay with the trophy list. So thank you very much, everyone. I'll see you at the same time next month, so October for September's review. See you then.